Hello my intelligent friends, welcome to our 12th lecture on the topic of bills of exchange. This is the fourth practical problem we are solving. In the previous problem we had seen the idea of ledger accounts, and we had already seen if there is no transaction of sale or purchase given prior to the transaction of bills receivable, in that case we should assume that there is an opening balance. In the books of drawee's account will have the opening debit balance and drawee's account will have opening credit balance. So those are the points which we have already learnt. We have already understood how to prepare the ledger accounts, and now we are going to consider the next question. Sneha receives Megha's acceptance for rupees 15,000. So Sneha receives Megha's acceptance. Who accepted? Megha accepted. If that is the case, Megha is a drawee and Sneha is a drawer for rupees 15,000. Again, here also you can see that they have not spoken anything about sale or purchase transaction. Directly the problem starts with the transaction of bills receivable. It means there must be opening balance before the opening balance in ledger account. For journal there is no need of any opening balance, etc. Journal doesn't depend upon balances, so that is totally different thing. But yes, ledger account, that depends upon opening balances. Before the due date of the bill, Megha approaches Sneha with a request to accept rupees 5,000 and draw a fresh bill on her for the balance for 3 months including interest at the rate of 8% per annum. New type of problem where the bill is cancelled at the request of the drawee prior to the due date. Okay, Sneha agrees and draws a fresh bill which was duly accepted by Megha. On the due date, Megha meets the bill. Give journal entries in the books of Sneha. Who is Sneha? Megha accepted, that means Sneha drew the bill, that means Sneha is a drawer. Give journal entries in the books of Sneha, that is in the books of drawer, and prepare Sneha's account in the books of Megha. Sneha's account in the books of Megha. This is important. They're talking about Sneha's account in the books of Megha. That means in the books of drawee, Megha is a drawee. Megha is the acceptor. In the books of Megha, they are asking you to prepare Sneha's account. So number one, journal should be in the journal of Sneha and ledger should be in the ledger of Megha. And in the ledger of Megha, we are going to consider the entry for Sneha's account. Okay. So this is what they have told us. One more thing which you can notice is that the problem has not given anything about the date of the bill. So there is no date of the bill. Bill drawn, bill accepted, dates are not given. So our journal date column can be left blank. Okay, so those are the points to be kept in mind. Before we start with the journal, we'll have to write down the observations. So let us start with observations now. Observations, just a minute. First one, Sneha is the drawer and Megha is drawee. Next, bill is for rupees 15,000. Next, purchase or sale transaction is not given, therefore there will be opening balance to the ledger accounts. Okay, next one, and dates of bill or acceptance are not given. Before the due date of first bill, it is cancelled at the request of Megha. Next one, they have told Megha is paying rupees 5,000 in cash immediately. On the balance she is paying or she is ready to pay interest at the rate of 8% per annum for 3 months, because the new bill is for 3 months. Therefore interest is equal to 10,000 into, what is the rate of interest? 8% into 3 by 12. 10,000 into 8% into 3 by 12. Calculate it quickly. What is the amount of interest? 10,000 into 8%, that goes to how much? That comes to, yes, please calculate on your own, 800, and into 3 by 12, so into 3 upon 12, that goes to how much? 200 rupees interest. So 200, that goes to rupees 200. Therefore new bill is equal to balance out of old bill plus interest is equal to 10,000 plus 200 is equal to 10,200. Okay, and then the new bill is honored. New bill is honored. So these are the different observations which we can consider. Okay, just a minute, let me add the highlight color. These are the observations. If you want, you can write down the observations. These are only for us, not for the examination. Pause the video, write down the observations, and let us go ahead. Let us consider the next point now. We are required to draw journal of Sneha. Sneha means drawer. So we are going to consider the yellow journal, not the green journal. Okay, only journal of Sneha is asked. So let me consider in the journal of, in the books of Sneha. Here it is seller. In the books of Sneha, and then I'm going to consider, yes, okay. So what is the date column now? Date column is telling you, date column is question mark. No transaction of sale or purchase is given. They have directly told Sneha is receiving the bill accepted by Megha. So bill is coming in, debit what comes in? Bills receivable account debit. 2. Who is the giver? Megha is the giver, to Megha account. What is the amount? Amount is rupees 15,000. Amount is rupees 15,000. Okay. Being what? Being bill received duly accepted. Very good. I hope you are writing with me. Next, then the bill is not discounted. The bill is not sent to bank for collection. The bill is kept by Sneha with herself. Bill is kept by Sneha with herself up to the due date. That means it is bill retained. If the bill is retained, then on the due date it is obvious that Sneha is going to go to Megha and ask for the payment. However, what has happened, before the due date of the bill, Megha herself has approached Sneha and she has told that, sorry Sneha, although I have accepted an order that I am going to pay an amount of rupees 15,000 either to you or to your order upon the due date or on the due date, I don't think I'll be having capacity to pay at that point of time. We already know what is the due date, and on that due date I don't think I'll be having sufficient cash. So I'll have no other option but to dishonor the bill. If I'll dishonor the bill, you will go to notary public and thereafter you will go to court, and obviously my goodwill will be lost. My reputation will be lost. My creditworthiness will be lost. So Megha is telling Sneha that please cancel the bill. If you will cancel the bill, that means the bill will not be presented to me for the purpose of payment. That means I'll be saved from the embarrassment of dishonoring the bill. Sneha will say, that's a good thing that you are coming to me on your own, you are asking for cancelling the bill. That's all good. But the problem is, why should I cancel the bill? Against that, what I am getting? This is my claim which I can use in the court of law. If I'm cancelling it, I should get something in return. So Megha is saying yes, total claim is rupees 15,000. I am ready to pay you 5,000 rupees today. What about remaining 10,000? I'll pay you 10,000 rupees after 3 more months. So I want some more credit period. So I'm making part payment now, and for remaining part I'm going to demand extra credit period of 3 months. So Sneha is saying okay, for that extra period of 3 months I'm going to charge you interest, and obviously interest will be charged only on that amount which is kept pending. What is kept pending is 10,000. So on 10,000 we will be calculating interest. That is the basic idea. So today Sneha is first of all saying that let me cancel the bill. If she is cancelling the bill, entry will be Megha is again becoming my debtor. Megha account debit. To what? Why Megha is becoming my debtor? Because she has asked me to cancel the bill. To bills receivable account. Amount is rupees how much? Amount is rupees 15,000. Being bill cancelled. Being bill cancelled. But we are not cancelling it as it is. Immediately we are saying that pay me some amount of money. So how much cash she is paying us? She is paying us cash of rupees 5,000. Cash is coming in, cash account debit. To who is that? Megha account. To Megha account. How much is the cash she is paying to us? She is paying us cash of rupees 5,000. So let us consider 5,000 being part payment received in cash. Being part payment received in cash. Now comes the next part. For the remaining part, that is 10,000, Megha is asking us to draw a new bill which she will accept. But before drawing the new bill, we are going to specify that you are demanding extra period. Don't forget to pay interest for the same. So we are going to charge interest to Megha. Interest will be our income and Megha will be our debtor. So Megha account debit to interest account. Amount is rupees how much? Amount is rupees 200. We have already calculated that amount. 10,000 into 8% into 3 by 12. Okay. So being interest charged. You can show the working here 10,000, or you can show one more working here 15,000 minus 5,000 bracket complete into 8% into 3 by 12. Okay, into 3 by 12. So that is what we are working on. Yes, 15,000 minus 5,000. What is 15,000? 15,000 is the amount of original bill. What is 5,000? 5,000 is the amount which is paid today. Whatever is paid today is obviously not going to be covered for the purpose of interest. Interest is for late payment. If 5,000 are paid today, there is no delay in making payment of 5,000. So you cannot charge interest on 5,000. 10,000 rupees are not paid today. That means 10,000 rupees are delayed. Therefore, there will be interest on 10,000 rupees into 8% into 3 by 12. Okay. So 10,000 into 8% into 3 by 12, that is 200 rupees being interest charge. Then we'll consider next entry. We are going to draw a new bill. Bill is coming in, debit what comes in, but the amount of bill will be rupees now 10,000 which was pending plus 200 rupees which is extra to be considered. Okay, so it is 10,200 being bill received duly accepted. Amount is how much? 10,200. And thereafter next part, 3 months after that particular date, being bill received duly accepted for balance together with interest. Okay, and then we are going to receive money. So we are going to get cash. Entry will be cash or bank account debit. Cash or bank account debit 10,200 to bills receivable account 10,200 being second bill honored. B, second bill honored. Okay, let me disappear. Let me show you the screen. This is the entire screen for you. Okay, this is how the entries are passed. 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8 9. Just for your convenience, I am writing journal entry number here. This is entry number 1. This is entry number 2, entry number 3, entry number 4, entry number 5, entry number 6. That's all. Okay, so these are the points which we are required to keep it in mind. But what is the question asking us? Question has asked us, number 1, journal entries in the books of Sneha. That's what we have done. And also prepare Sneha's account. In whose books? In the books of Megha. Who is Megha? Megha is a drawee. So in the books of Megha. In the books of Megha. Whose account? Sneha's account. Now tell me, who is Megha? Megha is drawee. Since she is a drawee, that means she is a debtor. So in her books, Sneha must be having opening balance, that is credit balance. Because for Megha, Sneha must be creditor. For Megha, Sneha must be creditor. That means we are going to consider by balance brought down. Now some students may get confused. Sir, how can this account have credit balance? It should have a debit balance, because green books matlab debtors ka book. Green books, see sir, here you have specified green books means purchaser, buyer, debtor or drawee. Yes, green books means books which are maintained by the debtor. Books maintained by the debtor. In those books, whose account? The account of drawer. So for the debtor, drawer is the creditor. For the debtor, drawer is the creditor. In fact, if you remember, in the previous problem also, we have prepared in the books of Kabir Rahul account and it was having opening credit balance. In the books of debtor, the other party will be considered as creditor. That's why it is having credit balance. I hope everybody has understood the concept. Okay, so I'll specify here by balance brought down 15,000. Next entry, Sneha passed the entry, bills receivable account debit to Megha account. Now we'll have to play a trick in our mind. This is the journal of Sneha, but here we are preparing books of Megha. So we are required to imagine if we would have also prepared green journal, if we would have also prepared the journal of Megha, then what entries Megha would have passed? Those entries we are required to imagine first, and then those imagined entries we are going to post in the ledger account. Okay, so if Sneha is passing the entry bills receivable account debit to Megha account, Megha will pass the entry Sneha account debit to bills payable account. I repeat, if Sneha has passed the entry bills receivable account debit to Megha account, then Megha will pass the entry Sneha account debit to bills payable account. So Sneha account debit to bills payable account. Sneha account debit to bills payable account. Sneha account debit side I'll specify to bills payable account. Amount is how much? 15,000. Okay, that's the amount. Next point. Before the due date of bill, Megha approaches Sneha. Oh, sorry, we have already passed the journal entries. We can check the journal entries here itself. Megha account debit to bills receivable account is the second entry. Why? Because before the due date, Megha, that is a green book person, has already approached Sneha and told that please cancel the bill. If you are going to cancel the bill, that means it is as good as dishonor, but it is dishonor not on the due date, it is dishonor before the due date. It is dishonor upon request. So we are going to specify, if we are going to dishonor the bill, our entry will be bills payable account debit. Bills payable account debit to our creditor account, that means to Sneha account. So here we are going to specify by bills payable account. Bills payable account debit side and Sneha account credit side, amount will be 15,000. Sneha is not going to be immediately kind-hearted and accept this particular request of cancelling the bill. We will have to give her something in token. So we have given her 500 rupees cash. So Megha will say Sneha is receiver of cash and cash is going out. Sneha is receiver of cash and cash is going out. Entry will be Sneha account debit to cash or bank account. So Sneha's account debit side to cash account. Amount is how much? 5,000. Sneha is not going to leave remaining 10,000 rupees. She is going to demand 10,000 rupees. So we are going to request her. We are Megha. requesting Sneha, asking her to give us 3 more months. Sneha is saying, okay, I'm ready to give you 3 more months, but you'll have to pay me interest at the rate of 8% on 15,000. We'll say, no, not on 15,000, because out of 15,000, we have paid 5,000 immediately. That means there is no delay in payment of 5,000. If there is no delay in payment of 5,000, there is no need for me to pay interest on 5,000. I'll pay interest only on 10,000. I am going to pay interest on 10,000 at the rate of 8% for 3 months. So interest is my expenditure, and which is payable to Sneha. Interest is my expenditure payable to Sneha. Entry will be interest account debit to Sneha account. Interest account debit to Sneha account. Here I'll specify by interest account. So if I would have prepared interest, I would have written in the debit side of interest account to Sneha, and here in the Sneha account credit side by interest 200. Next part. Then after then we are equal to accept a bill. Now bill will be of how much amount? 15,000 minus 5,000 is equal to 10,000 plus 200 is equal to 10,200. Who is the receiver? Sneha is the receiver. What is going out? Bills payable is going out. So entry will be Sneha account debit to bills payable account. Amount is rupees how much? 10,200. Sneha must have passed entry for bills receivable. We are going to pass entry for bills payable. Entry will be Sneha is the receiver and bills payable is our liability. Entry will be Sneha account debit to bills payable account. Then on the due date, we are going to honor the bill. On the due date, we are going to honor the bill. Entry will be bills payable account debit to cash or bank account. In the books of Sneha, she passed the entry cash to bills receivable. In our books, we are going to pass the entry bills payable to cash or bank. We have neither prepared bills payable account nor we have prepared cash or bank account. That means we cannot show the last entry ledger effects. We cannot show the ledger effects of last entry. I hope you have understood the concept, because the entry is bills payable account debit. Have we prepared bills payable? No. To cash or bank account. Have we prepared cash or bank account? No. So have we passed the entry? Yes. In journal we have passed the entry. Have we posted it in ledger accounts? Yes. But have we prepared those ledger accounts in the problem? No. So in the problem solution, we cannot go for showing the posting of last entry. Let us take the total of this particular account. The totaling will be 15 plus 200 is equal to 30,200. And on the credit side also it is same, 30,200. If you have forgotten to write this opening balance, then obviously your account will not tally. Then there will be a complication for you. Please remember, if there is no purchase sale transaction, then ledger account must have opening balance. That's a rule which we have studied in the previous problem also, and here also it is getting confirmed. I hope you have understood the concept. Let me disappear from the screen. Let me show you the ledger account. If you want, please pause the video, check the ledger account properly, check your entries, check your posting. Once it is done, then the problem is over. Okay, so this is the journal of Sneha. This is the book of Megha, ledger account of Sneha. In the books of Megha, book is a full book, ledger account is a single page. In the books of Megha, Sneha's account, how it is drawn, that is what we have shown here. Okay, so that's all. Very good. You have solved a difficult problem in which journal of one party and ledger of other party is required to be prepared. So thank you very much. In the next lecture, I'm going to consider next type of problem. Okay.